Hey friends, Beck the Feminist Lawyer here. No, I'm not getting on here to bitch about American Thanksgiving, though it's a totally screwed up holiday. Now, the holiday season is here, and this is a time of year when people start getting, at the risk of sounding really salty, performatively charitable. And I want to explain the difference between performative charity and actual charity. Please know that I'm not trying to, to discourage anyone from like donating to the angel tree at their church, like getting gifts for a family or, volunteering at soup kitchens and things like that. All these things are very, very important, and they should be done all year. Frankly, there's a glut of volunteerism near the holidays, and it ends up, being a situation where, but November and December, when people are trying to impress Santa or, soul up or whatever, there's so many volunteers that they don't necessarily have enough work for all of them at some places. Of course, they'd never turn a volunteer away, but there's a lot of volunteers. Whereas, June, July, they'll be begging for people to come and help them. So just keep that in mind. Do the volunteerism the whole year around. But really the crux of what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of that Christmas spirit type of propaganda going around, as it usually is, of the let's just reach out and be kind to each other and say something nice to a friend, or, help the old lady cross the street, or, bring your love and your kindness, be the peace in the world, and all of this goodness, which is great. Let's be kind to each other. Let's, pay for the lady whose card got declined. Let's do those little acts of charity. They're super, super, super important. Lord knows I have been the recipient of some of those small random acts of charity, and they have a bigger impact than you would think. However, a lot of this performative charity is just as good as a thoughts and prayers excuse of something horrible. So yes, of course, be kind to each other. But don't sit here and call yourself kind when you support legislation that removes equal rights from people. You can't look at me and tell me that you love me or that you're being kind to me when you go to the voting booth and vote to have my rights taken away. Oh no, we're not excusing that behavior. You could pick all the paper bells off that damn angel tree and it will not excuse you for that behavior. You could help every old lady in town cross the street, but you still fought to take away her rights, her daughter's rights, her granddaughter's rights, and her great-granddaughter's rights. You could supply Christmas for all of the underprivileged kids that you can afford, and you still voted for people who wanted to abolish the Department of Education. None of your rah-rah spirit of Christmas, live, laugh, love, thoughts, and prayers bullshit is going to excuse the fact that you just put a man in office for 4 years who ran on racism, misogyny, sexual assault, and dismantling education. You don't get to all Jesus is the reason for the season when you're acting a heck of a lot more like Herod. The soup kitchen needs your help. But so do the women and the children and the LGBT community and BIPOC in this country. And you can help them at the ballot box. Or you can hurt them at the ballot box. If you voted to hurt them at the ballot box, I'm sorry, none of those PBJs are going to absolve you of that. Boy, am I feeling grinchy. Happy freaking holidays! Not for real. Happy holidays, and stay safe out there, friends. Time to fight that good fight at the dinner table.